We're briefly going to distinguish between maple trees and plane trees. Now, both sets of trees are non-native trees that you need to be familiar with. Three individual maple trees you should be familiar with are the sycamore tree, the Norway maple and the field maple. And we also need to distinguish these maples from plane trees. And the plane tree you need to know about is the London plane tree. So those will be the main ones to be familiar with. What we can look at here is the sycamore leaf. And what I want you to make sure you understand is with maple trees, all types of maple trees, the branching is always opposite. So the leaves will always be opposite each other on maple trees. What you can see here is you can see one bud and one leaf. So you know that it is a simple leaf that we're looking at, and this leaf is a sycamore leaf. Now when we look at sycamore leaves, as you can see, this is one of the key features. Sometimes, a lot of the time, you're going to get these dark tar spots on sycamore leaves, and it's a key feature of them. In addition to that, one other feature you need to note for sycamore is the petiole. The connection between the branch and the leaf is referred to as a petiole, and with the sycamore leaf it is always a kind of a pink reddish colour. You can see the colour that I'm talking about here on this sycamore leaf here, that kind of pink reddish colour. This maple species is known as Norway maple. Similar to all maples, the branching will be opposite. The major difference between this maple and sycamore, for instance, is the leaf margin is a lot more pointy, and it's a key feature of Norway maple. You will find Norway maple mainly on avenues, things like that, where sycamore is nearly everywhere. It's very, very popular. The Norway maple is usually planted for its colour in autumn. It has a beautiful kind of reddish, pinkish colour during the autumn. The last maple that I need you to be familiar with is field maple. The leaf of the field maple, again, is similar to other maples. They're opposite branching, and in addition to that, one thing you will notice with the field maple is that the top section here is a lot more indented than Norway maple and sycamore. Also, the leaf of the field maple is considerably smaller than the Norway maple and sycamore, and it can be sometimes mistaken with the hawthorn leaf. Although it is considerably bigger than hawthorn, students are inclined to mistake field maple and hawthorn a little bit as well. So we've looked at all three different types of maple, and what I want to do now is show you how to distinguish between the plane tree and the maple trees. We know that the branching of all maples are opposite each other, but with the plane tree it is not opposite. They are alternating over and back. So they're alternating over and back along the branches, and the leaf, as you can see, does look quite similar to the maple trees. But the major difference is the alternating branches, number one. And also you can sometimes find with the maple tree that the bottom section is quite either straight or a little bit indented backwards like that. And this one is an ornamental or oriental plane tree. You can find over in the likes of Coole Park in Gort. They're quite prevalent over there. The one that I like you to be familiar with is the London plane tree, which usually is quite straight across the bottom here. And again, the fruit of the plane trees are like little balls of fruit, where the fruit of the maple trees are like keys, similar to ash trees. There is a lovely plane tree, a London plane tree, at the front of Mount Bellew Agricultural College if you're looking for nice samples of it.